think I'm in for an appointment. And then I have to call my doctor because I have to go get an ultrasound because I'm having cramping, really bad cramping. And it's weird because I'm not sure if this is normal, but like right in here, like in the middle of my pelvic bone, it's bothering me, like bad. Like, I don't know why, but it's like right in here. And there's a lot of pressure. And it's painful. So I have to go get an ultrasound done.
On Modus, we decided to walk away because of everything that was going on. It was getting way too deep. And that's my story.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had my earbud in and then all of a sudden it shut off and went to speaker, said it wasn't sure. So I guess I'll start by saying this. I've been here less than 60 days and I don't understand how people expect new people when they come in to know everything that's going on. Like me, I just stumbled upon her one day and she happens to be local. So I reached out to her. And mind you, this was, the exact date was August 28th. Okay. And we were just chit chatting. I wasn't even a mod yet, and just getting to know each other a little bit. And she had mentioned she wanted her hair done. Okay. So that's what we started chit chatting about. And then all of a sudden she had modded me. And I'm trying to think of what was happening at that time, where I was like kind of in the dark about things. Oh, about the situation with all of what was going on with court and that. I didn't know anything about that because I was new. So I just came into all of that. So as far as that stuff, I know nothing about that. I'll just jump up to like what just recently happened. When I actually took time to sit down and read the cease and desist letters, because honestly, I didn't know about them. I wasn't part of it, never seen them. I didn't even know anything until the prior night when she said people are getting letters the next day. That's all I knew, okay? And then the next day, bam, people started getting letters. And honestly, I didn't even take a look. I had no copy. Nobody I knew had a copy. All I could see what everybody else was seeing. So when I finally thought about it Monday night, I was like, I should probably really take a look at this. So started to take a look at it. And so come Tuesday morning, I was starting to be like, okay, this is not real. This is not real. These people are not lying. This shit is not real. And so, of course, I got all my stuff together and a few of us other mods, we pulled her in for a chat and we confronted her. And she swore up and down, no, it's real. You have to believe me. You have to just trust me. You have to believe me. It's all real. And it's not real, Gabby. It is not real. Like the first thing on a cease and desist letter that's from an attorney's office, first of all, there should be a damn date. Then there should be a fax number. Then there should be an email. I mean, that's just standard for a lawyer's office. So that was the red flag right there. Then the attorney not even existing, okay? So all of that. But then when we kept questioning her, she just kept lying to us. And finally, I said, well, who is helping you? Now, mind you, the day prior, I had asked her, who helped you do this? Just because she said letters were going out. And I said, well, just tell me, is your mom? And she said, no. And that was the night before. But the next day when we were all confronting her, we're like, so who's helping you with this? Because they literally set you up to have fraudulent letters. You're acting like you don't know they're fraudulent. And she really was being persistent. Like she did not, they were real. Like she knew nothing about them being fraudulent. And then that's when she said, well, my mom's been helping me. And I was like, no, Gabby, your mom has not been helping you with this. And so she started getting all flustered and everything. And I was like, I want proof. Why didn't that phone call happen with the lawyer? Why did that phone call not happen how it should have happened? Oh, because they're setting up a new call and all this. And no, it's real and it's going to be happening. They just had to set up another date, another time. I said, show me, Gabby. I want to see. Show me. And so she started getting all flustered. She's like, oh, now I have to text my mom. My mom doesn't need this stuff. She's going to have a heart attack. Well, I'm texting with my mom right now. Mind you, 3 other people are in the chat witnessing all this, okay? So it's not just me. And so pressuring her, she all of a sudden starts like sending screenshots of messages and stuff, and she doesn't even realize what she's sending in a panic, okay? Because what she accidentally sent us down a damn rabbit hole, I'll tell you that much. But it sure as hell wasn't her working with her mom. And so at that point, she got frustrated because we were confronting her and everything. And then it just kind of like ended right there. And then it was just us mods back to being like, what the hell? Who are these people that are in that and all this and all this? So we had to go do our own research to find all that. So later on that evening, I get a message. She's like, can I remod you for tonight? I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not until you come and talk with me again. So at that point, she comes back and we confront her more with all of the stuff that we found. And she started yelling and screaming and talking to like all of us, like we were 12 years old. And I said, I don't know who the bleep you think you're talking to, but you can go bleep yourself. And I left the chat and haven't talked to her since, haven't mod since or anything. Okay, so that's how all that went down. We chose to walk away. She did not, get rid of us or anything. We were on to her, and she knew it. So that's that situation.
So just everybody knows, we have nothing to do with any of this legal stuff. We knew nothing. We did our own investigation and found out a lot of stuff. So just want to make that clear that my name and Monique's and the other mods have nothing to do with this.
I see that people are requesting, but I'll let people up in a minute. I want these ladies can you address the CPS stuff?
With the CPS stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. I didn't even know that they even came until right before she went live that night. I didn't know she was planning a live or anything. She had called me right before she went live and told me everything that happened. And then boom, she was live with her script and all that stuff.
Well, can you tell them what happened prior to that, the involving Karen and things like that? And how you advised her.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So when CPS first came, mind you, they were telling her that she has to take Cam to the office that's over here for the kids that that CPS uses for when they need to be seen by a doctor. Well, Gabby kept saying she's not going to comply. And I said, Gabby, you need to comply because I'm going to tell you what happens if you don't. They're going to come back with a warrant, and then therefore they're not going to need you. They'll go pick them up at school and take them to this place. And then that poor kid's going to be over there all scared and all alone. I said, do you want that to happen? No. Well, that's what's going to happen. Well, of course, she listens to Karen because Karen's advice was telling her, you don't have to comply. You don't have to do this because I even heard her in the background. But Gabby had already told me she's not complying, that they can come back with a warrant. Well, I was trying to explain to her what happens when they come back with a warrant, but she wasn't listening. So after it all happened and stuff, I was like, I'll be damned. Well, should have listened to the advice that I gave her because exactly what happened. And not even that, but when they came in, there was a issue with, she refused the drug test. They wanted to count her pills. She refused them to count her pills. I even asked her why. Why not just let them count the pills? And she even said to me, well, they're going to be short. Okay, well, I didn't ask any questions about that. Like, I mean, we all obviously know they're being misused or something. So that was that situation. Let me think of what else.
Karen, when you first met.
Oh, Karen, when I first met Karen, and she knows this because it's no secret. I'm sure 100% Gabby told her because I don't keep anything. I said, I absolutely do not like her. I'm sorry. I don't like her energy. And the first time I met her, she walks in Gabby introduces me, and the first thing she does is sit down and starts talking about all of her prescriptions that she gets prescribed. Like, to me, I'm sorry, that's just rubbed me the wrong way when you're first meeting somebody, you know, and talking about her pain pills and stuff like that. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there doing Gabby's hair. So I told Gabby from the get-go, I don't like her. I'm sorry. I'll never probably get along with her. And that's okay. She can have her friend and that's fine, but I'm going to be honest about my opinion. But turns out, obviously, I was right. I was right.
And the situation with the epoxy.
Oh, the epoxy situation. Oh, yeah. When I said, so what's all this with what happened with Kim and epoxy? She told me that she was making a cup one day and someone advised her to do something with water to, I don't know, clean it better or something. So she had dumped it in the tub, and I guess it still had some epoxy left in it. And so she dumped it in the tub, and then she said that she had to leave to go to the store. And while she was gone, Aaron filled the bathtub up and put Cam in it. And that's how Cam ended up sitting in the epoxy. But come to find out, that's not true, because she's told different stories to 10 different people. So, you know what I mean? And I wasn't around during that time, so I don't know the truth. I'm just listening to what she tells me. So that's what I knew about that.
Okay, I do want to say one thing. There was another mod involved, and she has some health issues, so she's not able to come on to the live. But there was a couple people that were going to help Gabby with Cam's birthday, making shirts and invitations. This person did a whole box of stuff for Cam's birthday, and then also made him a personalized t-shirt. Gabby, when we were on live, Gabby, she showed Gabby the shirt, and Gabby was all excited. It was a really cute shirt. All the person said was, I just need you to pay for shipping, because this person has financial issues too. And Gabby agreed to it and said fine. So the shirt was finalized. Gabby is excited about it. After this whole thing went down, the person kept texting Gabby, what's going on with the shirt? Do you want me to set it out? You still want it? And Gabby never replied to this person. So this person has a shirt custom made for Cam, and she got left with, you know, the shirt.
Oh, and there was another situation in the beginning when I first came into the picture, with the prior court case or whatever. But there was something going down with everybody's talking about, you know, a certain person and their husband, right? I'm sure everybody knows who I'm talking about. Well, I went in and confronted Gabby, and I said, if this is true, you have to unmod me, because I cannot be side by side with someone who is with someone like that. Absolutely not. And she told me, she said, no, she's not around anymore. She was just helping me with a case that I have coming up. And so you don't have to worry about that. She's no longer around. And literally the next day she went live or something and said that she wasn't around anymore or something. But that's all I knew about that. Okay. And then when I guess the alleged court day came or whatever, she had gone live and everybody was saying, you lost, you lost, you lost. So I had called her and I was like, how does everybody know that you lost? And who, I haven't talked to you. I knew nothing. And what she told me was, this was what she had told me. Cause I was like, how do people know you lost? I know none of her mods knew. Well, I can't say none of her mods cause she talks to 10, 20 different people a day. But she told me, oh, it got leaked because a certain person was on YouTube streaming it. So I don't know how true that is, but that's what she told me. Her reason was how everybody knew that she lost before she even got on live to tell people.
Yeah, I don't believe that that person would stream the court. So I definitely don't believe that.
Yeah. Well, now we know it's pretty much everything that comes out of her mouth is a lie. Everything. But I don't know about the situation. Who am I to question and be like, you're lying? You know what I mean? I didn't go to YouTube to see.
I feel like, I just feel like, you know, I'm not going to really speak too much on their situation, but what my feeling about that is that I feel like I do believe somebody is advising her in the wrong way. And I don't know, part of me thinks that they might be doing that, like setting her up. Like all the times that she was paranoid and thought that she had bad mods and stuff when she didn't, I kind of feel like now she does. Of course, I don't have any proof about that. I just know that
Well, we were noticing. We were noticing things.
if I would have been around, like I would have been like you can't do that. I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm not around. But
She does definitely have a bad mod. 100%. We've noticed that for the past couple weeks. Who, we don't know. But she does have a bad mod, and I think whoever's giving her this so-called legal advice is either setting her up or she's a part of it.
yeah,
I keep trying to tell myself that she's so clueless that she thinks this is real. But
I don't know. I know she's not smart enough to do this.
Because
On this
I'll just
stuff.
say this. I'll just say this. What she sent us, okay, she doesn't realize what she sent us. Like trying to get us to stop questioning her and stuff.
correct.
She's showing things from a certain person, okay? And we know who that certain person is. But the screenshots that are inside that screenshot are profiles of, I don't think she realizes is that one person who's messaging her is one of those people that's inside those messages. Do you understand what I'm saying? But under a different name.
Like somebody is pretending to, like they're talking to themselves.
Right. But no, well, they're talking to somebody. Oh, well, definitely they're talking to somebody. And mind you, the conversation was about making another appointment
Good God.
and them laughing about who answered the phone.
Jesus.
So
yeah, I've been gone. So
she wanted to send us proof. In other words, another appointment's being made, but doesn't realize what she sent us. It's like she doesn't think before she does things sometimes.
And what it wasn't her talking to the person. It was the person that
Yeah.
was talking to the so-called attorney or whatever. So those two were talking, and then she sent Gabby the screenshots of the conversation,
oh, okay.
if that makes sense.
Okay. So, okay. Wow. Man.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
a
know.
rabbit hole. I'll tell you,
I don't
it's
know.
a rabbit hole.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. She's really going downhill. I don't understand it. Like, there's ways to do things the right way. I did things the right way, which is null now because I'm having this live. But I mean, because I was concerned for my career and things like that when accusations were being made against me. So, and I just didn't want to deal with it, like going any further. I didn't really, at that point, didn't really know what she was capable of. Me seeing all this like fake text stuff or whatever, fake numbers and all that stuff, it worries me because it's like, it's kind of scary how things can just be made up, like, I don't know. It blows my mind in a sense. Okay. So, do you want to say anything else or?
Yeah, I just feel like new people, I mean, it's going to take a little time, but if you take a little time and you're here, you'll see patterns. And yeah, when you first come in, you're not going to know. I know people expect you to know and be like, how dare you support her? But, everybody's human and you don't know everything that everybody else knows because there's been people around for a lot longer than we have, or even yourself coming in as a new person. But if you just sit back and watch and observe, you're going to see the patterns of certain things. And then that's when your red flags are going to start to go off. But it takes a little bit of time to get there. Because if you're like me, I don't take verbatim what people tell me. I'm a person of, I need it in my hand or I need to see it for myself. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like I could be told this, I was always told, go look up her past. I don't go look up people's pasts. I don't told this. I was always told, go look up her past. I don't go look up people's pasts. I don't care. That doesn't mean anything to me. I care about who you are today. You know what I mean? So I never went digging for things of them in the past. I needed to see from here on for myself. And yeah, it took me 60 days. But, that's sometimes what it takes to see a pattern in people and then realize when they're just, you could say, bullshit.
I mean, I do understand where people
That's
are
the
coming
only
from.
thing, you know?
I do understand where people are coming from now. I see it a little bit different, but I like, at the same time, I don't really know what anyone expected me to be able to accomplish, or anybody to be able to accomplish. I don't know. I think what I stand on, I thought I was doing the right thing at the time. Most, you know, looking back now, I should have probably never even went back after my son passed. I should have just never went back. But I think I was looking for any kind of distraction, you know, and and also, like I said, what it looks like to you when you're coming in. I know what it looks like to people, and I know that it is happening some, but I understand a lot now. A lot much. You can turn the comments back on. I understand a lot more now. So anyway, there's not really, I'm not going to, you know, you can't keep beating a dead horse with that. Like we can't, you know, I can't go back, you know, whatever. If I am stupid for doing all those things that I did, just know that for myself, I've learned a big lesson here, and I will never, you know, I'll never get involved with anyone like that, you know, again. So that's all. I mean, I'm not going to keep, you know, anyone trying to say, well, you shoulda, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda, that's really over with. And I really want to leave that out of things. Because we know, like, we understand, like, we don't need to get beat up over it, you know?
Okay. Can I confirm that she gave me cups in exchange for her hair? Yes. But she didn't have money for me to go back and finish the process. Like, you guys got to understand, her hair was 3 different colors. We had to strip it. We had to get it started to become the blonde she wanted. So, and mind you, she washed the toner out within 24 hours. So, you know, you guys can say what you want, but she did things she wasn't supposed to do, and it was going to be a process. But I'm sorry, the second time I wasn't going back to barter for damn cups. So that's that. And is she pregnant? Is she pregnant? I'm going to give my honest opinion. No, I don't think so, because I feel the same test that she was showing on live is the same test that she showed us a week ago.
Yes.
So it's the same damn line. You think the lines would get a little bit darker, or there'd be more of a plus?
Okay.
You know,
I know that everybody has their opinion on that. But you know, well, I guess only time will tell. I understand why people don't. But anyway, I want to give people a box that have, well, she has the meds that Karen has are what you all think that she has, and she lied about it. And she has narcotics and she has benzo. So anyway, I'll give you, if you have if you want to get up here and talk about something, like you absolutely can have a box, but you're not like, we're not going to come up here and grill anyone, and we're not going to come up here and attack anyone. That's not the point of this, you know. And maybe, you know, we're not, you know, maybe you're wanting to know things that we don't have answers to, but the whole point of this was to basically, you know, we just kind of want to tell our side. I know that we don't want people to feel sorry for us. We're not trying to run to anyone or anything like that. It's just like, we're just telling the truth. I mean, I'm embarrassed about it, you know, I'm embarrassed about it a little bit, but at the same time, you know, this is life, and it was a lesson that I needed to learn. And it unfortunately happened at the worst time of my life, you know? So if you want a box and you're legitimate, can you tell me in the,
No, I don't believe she made up the CPS story. I really don't think that she did. Yeah.
People are also asking us if we got any inappropriate pictures of Cam. No, I did not.
Never. Okay. And because also, you guys got to figure the case is not closed. Okay. The second time they came, they still both refused the drug test. The next step is them coming in probably with a warrant for a hair sample. Okay. That's probably the next step.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here.
And we were not the ones we did not know anything about the Zoom call being recorded until we heard it today. So people are asking about that too. We were not the mods that were involved in that.
Absolutely not. We didn't hear nothing. I've never seen anything. I knew that day from the comments that she lost the case. So.
Let me see.
Both of them refused, yes.
I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Somebody just asked if we're gonna help G. No, we're not. We're done.
Nikki, do you want a box or not? Hello?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay, hon. All right. Can one of my mods go do what I asked them to do earlier? With the things that I gave them. All right. Let me go ahead.
You're welcome over it.
Pam. Oh Lord, I don't think people really want a box.
Probably accidentally hitting it.
Like they accidentally, yeah, that's okay. Let's go ahead and drop them if they're not talking. Okay.
Just like think that the things that everybody said about her, like the thousands of people that would come in and say these things, did you guys just think that we were all liars, just making it up in
Well,
cahoots?
you weren't around when I first.
No.
So no, yeah, I did believe. I believed her. I flat out believed her. I believed that her mods did her wrong. I believed I didn't know her. Well, like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that like as I got to know her, you know, things happen. And I thought in my head, for some reason, I felt like if I tried to address them with her with kind of kindness or whatever, a different approach than coming at her like, you know, like a bull or whatever, just coming at her.
Okay,
like,
I have some other
I thought I
questions.
could get somewhere, but I didn't.
Does she have listed that her and Aaron live together? Do you know?
I don't know that.
Monique, do you know?
I have no clue.
I just told her, be careful. Like when I found out about I said, you have to report all of your stuff. They don't play around with the disability. Like when she got it, I said, cause she had started that whole process back in Illinois and it wasn't a big secret. I mean, I believe she told people back then. So I just said, make sure, because, you know, what do I think what's really happening? I think probably a lot of stuff is going under Aaron. You know, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I did tell her, like, you don't mess around with that. You can get in a lot of trouble. I actually was going to help her file her taxes last year, but she never came through. I offered to help her, but she never came through. And I wasn't going to chase her down. I just tried to advise her to not mess around with that. Basically, don't mess around with the IRS and don't mess around with disability and stuff, because everything that you earn or whatever comes in, you know, it's the government. It'll go through. They're going to know.
I'll tell you my honest opinion. I think everything's in Erin's name, including her accounts from TikTok, because I'll tell you what, when there was something about the tumblers going on or whatever, she was on the phone real quick trying to tell SSI about those earnings. But that was the only thing. But she happened to be doing it the day that I was over there doing her hair. So,
And Monique, you said that Karen absolutely did give her things, right?
I don't know that for a fact.
But we know
don't.
that
I've
she
never-
has prescriptions where she lied.
Right.
And said
Yeah.
that
So
she-
Yeah,
when she
I
was
think
on-
that's a dead
when
giveaway.
she was on live saying, I don't get pain meds, like literally that's what rubbed me the wrong way is I meet you and the first thing you do is start talking about your prescriptions. So
Okay, another thing, which obviously I'm going to have tons of questions about this court thing. So when you guys went down your rabbit hole, like, where did you start and what did you find along the way?
well, I basically started with the fake letter.
Right.
You know?
I did hear you say that. But
Yeah.
are you aware of who has helped her with this?
Well, from what she shows me, I mean, it's absolutely, well, I don't want to say names, but you know.
You guys know.
You know.
You guys, you guys get up-
Don't protect them. I would not protect any of them. It's
No.
just, I mean,
I'm not saying other people's names on here to be like, to where I have something after me, because that I can't
You want me
do.
to say it? You want me
Yes.
to say it? Patriot,
I do.
Patriot Mama.
yep.
Whatever her name is.
Okay.
Patriot,
That's
whatever.
what I, yeah.
Anna, whatever. That one.
And do you know what she did?
AKA,
I don't know exactly what she did, but I believe she's a snake, and I believe she's setting Gabby up, is what I think, but I could be wrong.
And I know Hessler has been around this whole entire time. I'm not stupid. I know how that pig works. I've known her for years. I know how she is.
Yes,
Come to find out,
I've been
yes.
around since
Come to find out,
Miss Ashley Cat was living in the garage. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I know all about that one.
Now, does Aaron, to your guys' knowledge, know about this fake shit with the C&D and all of this other stuff?
I doubt it,
wouldn't
because he's
know.
so clueless. He's at work. He don't get home till 7:30, and she feeds him what she wants to feed him. So I highly doubt it.
And I don't think Mimi knows either.
Exactly. And she told us that she's the one helping her.
No, I do
think
feel
she
like
probably
she
told her.
definitely has the wool
Yeah.
pulled over Mimi's eyes, and Aaron, I don't know. I feel like Aaron just, agrees with her regardless because he's either afraid of her or I don't know what the case is, but it's.
I'll give you an
Did you look
example
into-
about that, about, like the toxic stuff that Gabby just completely runs at, when
Yeah,
she
spicy.
was trying to blame Aaron, like about me, the situation with me. Well, Aaron he never trusted Angela. What? Yes, he did. He tried to, he would send me text messages and I would just answer like, is she home? Like I didn't feel comfortable talking to someone else's man about their relationship. And also like, he would send me messages like, I trust you. You're like family to us and all that. Aaron is her scapegoat, and he just sits there. If you want to talk about somebody that's complicit, it's that man right there. If you want to talk about somebody that actually has some power to do something, it's that man right there. Not a mod, not a supporter, but that man, because she completely messes with that guy. And I don't really feel bad for him anymore. I did for a little bit, but I kind of changed on that. So do I think he knows all about it? Absolutely.
Yeah, I do too.
I believe that. And
Yeah, no,
but
I
this
do
is my
too.
opinion.
Mrs. M, she told us, was her attorney. And
No,
I called him.
that's
I
fucking Hessler.
I said,
Yeah,
bullshit. I said,
right?
what attorney sits on TikTok all day? Like, do you
That's
think
her.
we're stupid? You know what I mean? Like,
Did you guys listen to the
like-
call that I recorded?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
what, Brownie, that's what sent us down. Like, wait, were you here for the live of everything I just explained? Like how we confronted her and everything?
Some
Oh, I'm sorry,
some
I
of
didn't mean
it,
to
not
join.
all of
Oh,
it.
that's okay.
That was the whole thing. I confronted her. I said, I want to know why the conversation did not happen. Why why couldn't Brownie talk to anybody? Why was she given an appointment, and why did that phone call not work? How come she couldn't? And that's when she panicked and she started saying another phone call, another appointment's being made. And I was like, no, Gabby. And she started panicking because I want proof. I said, send me proof. I want proof who these people are and how another appointment's being made. Well, she started sending stuff in a panic, but claiming she was on the phone with her mom. And this is crazy. I'm going to give my mom a heart attack right now.
Has Mimi given her money like for any like quote unquote attorney or anything like that you guys know of?
No.
Absolutely not.
The majority of the money that comes into them, like the help, comes from Aaron's mother.
Yeah.
She hasn't paid
Like a lot
for
of
an
people think
attorney.
Mimi is funding a lot of things, but she does some things, but she honestly isn't as well off as everyone thinks that she is. But a majority of that comes from.
Well, I mean, I figure she's going to be tapped out before long.
and it's sad, but really it's Aaron's, that I know for sure that it's Aaron's mom. And then also she does make a killing on this platform. And that whatever
I know.
she's getting behind whatever she's got. That's why I said, she doesn't need any of your money. She can take care of her child just fine. She won't help Aaron pay the rent. She manipulates that financially and stuff. Like, it's just disgusting. The more I found out about that, and then that's what I did. I told the story about the vape. Like, I know it sounds trivial or anything, but how weird is that that you'll
No,
empty your PayPal.
I mean, I get it. I vape.
It's just disgusting, right?
I get, yeah.
Like you're setting something up so you look like a victim. Like, oh, he's tearing the house up. Well, I'll tear the house up
No,
too.
I did hear some of the beginning where you said that she sent you like $200 and some to your
It was like
PayPal.
$250. I have the PayPal.
And then you had sent it back
I sent it
or
right
whatever.
back. I said, get him a vape. What are you doing? Like, don't ever do that. Don't involve me. I said, don't do that again. Like, I didn't even understand. I thought it was an accident, and I was like getting ready to go to my job, an actual job, and I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated about this pregnancy thing and the fact that.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what
that-
happened like with the hurricane thing with like Danny, Mimi, do you guys know what happened with all
I
of
wasn't
that?
around that member. Like everything went down with us. I never talked to her after that. Even after I had that live and stuff, I've had no communication with her after I gave her a chance to tell me the truth about the accusation she was making about me to everyone. I didn't have no more conversation, nothing. I've been done with her, but they might have been around for that.
So what caused the fallout this time between her and Karen? Because I don't know if you guys watched, but Karen came into my live one day
Yes.
when I was discussing all of this. Like, I have no parts in this.
You want to know
and,
what I think? I'll think it's a combination of two things, and I'm pretty sure I'm accurate on that. I think she got scared about the rugs, the sharing of that, and also I think that Gabby, and I think I'm correct on this. I think that Gabby wanted her to lie, and honestly, Karen can't handle all of this. Karen can't handle all these
Do you
people
want me to
coming at her.
answer? Do you want me to
Yes.
answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's because Gabby put her and her daughter's name on those
Yeah.
papers that were filed for you to send to you guys without even asking her.
But do you see what I mean? She claims that like we're attacking children and this or that. When have any of us ever said anything ill about either of those children? Because I
never.
have never seen anybody.
Never. None of us have.
I
None
feel
of us
like
have.
people on here are more concerned about that little boy's safety and Karen's daughter sometimes more than like
Yeah.
what they are, because we witnessed what happened whenever she allowed them to come stay with her. She treated her daughter horribly to
Terribly.
accommodate them.
Well, I was in
Right.
the
See, I
live.
wasn't around during that time, but
guys-
I did hear.
I
No,
don't know
it
if
was
you remember
bad.
That live that I was in, I was monitoring the live when Karen told her daughter to shut the F up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that? I said, I apologized to the chat. I was livid. And I said, I told Gabby, you have to address that. And you also need to be careful going live. Like I don't know. She's not used to whatever. That threw me. And ever since then, my thoughts on Karen, even after that, I still, when they fell out or whatever, Karen felt like she was using her. I still said, you should apologize to her, because I can't, I'm not friends with Karen, but in that moment, when I heard the way she talked to her child, and I was apologizing to that chat, and I was like kind of validating their concern, I knew right then and there that I would never be buddy with her or anything like that. No.
Yes.
Okay, for someone in the
Karen
chat
sent
room,
those.
say the R word. I've already addressed that. I said, I apologize for saying that. I said it in the heat of the moment, and I apologize. And I know now that it is not acceptable. Okay. So can we just let that go? Because I already said I was sorry, and I will watch what I say from here on out. I have to retrain my brain. I come from a generation where that was just a slang word. It wasn't offensive.
It was, when I was
And
younger
after
too.
an apology, comes, if you really mean it, comes change behavior. So I don't really feel like beating somebody up over, I understand where everybody's coming from. We don't like that word. I come from the same generation. I had to, a while ago, I'm talking years ago, because I had a friend that she had a child who was autistic, and she said, Angela, I hate that word. And I don't know. I didn't realize the impact that it had. And that was in my 20s. So
No, yeah, it was like that when I was younger too.
yeah. So I understand that people are offended and stuff, and you just got to try to be better and not say that. And to not offend
I
it.
feel like since COVID and everybody has been on these apps, like you learn so many things, like what's acceptable and what's not, you know what I mean? Like in terms of certain words or verbiage.
Yeah, I've learned a lot, believe me, because a lot of stuff I don't know. I didn't know, like, terminology that, you know, you would say, and you wouldn't mean it offensive, but it is offensive. So yeah, I agree
Right.
with you there.
So this CPS thing, she clearly like denied, you know, or refused to comply because obviously, you know, she would fail that test.
Yeah.
Did she ever admit to you guys that that was why, or?
No, she said she didn't trust the caseworker because she's heard of caseworkers putting stuff in the drug test and then
Yeah,
therefore.
What happened to I love CPS? I'm going to get respite. I love CPS. What
You
happened
want
to
to know what I
that?
told her about that overconfident, cocky stuff? I said, listen, Gabby, you can't, doing this is wrong. Like, I'll tell you why, because once CPS is involved, you think that, you know, they got nothing. You're all confident about that, right? And maybe they
Oh, they're
don't.
building. Yeah, they're just building their case.
But wait. I said, Gabby, you have a little boy. What if you got an open case. What if he's playing outside and he falls off his bike? Let's just use a scenario, you know, that I said, and he gets a black eye. Cause you know, I raised a boy, you know, they're rambunctious, they get hurt. And I said, they easily, even though it's not your fault, they can easily remove him during an investigation, and you will have to prove that you didn't hurt your child. Like you're playing with fire. I told her, that's why I encouraged her, ask them for resources. And she tried to lie to me and tell me that man said that they don't do that. And that's when I said, what's his name? For real, what's his name?
What about the shit that she was sent in the mail? I don't believe that ever happened. I feel like we would still be hearing about it to this day. I don't for 1 second believe that happened.
Oh, it happened.
It happened.
It what?
It happened.
Oh. Was it? Oh my God.
I don't care. Poopsenders.com. It was a prank anyway. You know, it was all in fun. 2 gallons of 3 different kinds of poop. Gorilla.
Wait, so you guys did it?
I did it. Nobody knew about it.
Not me.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anyone. I had to get some kind of revenge on her. No, that's not true. I just wanted to play a prank on her and lighten her spirit.
Oh my God.
Wait, was it real poop or was it just
No,
shit?
it's not real poop. It's
Oh my God.
that's, you know, that would be wrong.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
But
That would
it's
be
sitting in
wrong.
the police department getting tested right now. We're still waiting for the results.
But here's the thing. It was just a prank. It was an innocent prank, and it really felt good. And then also, I just sat back and watched everyone, you know, like, of course you're not going to believe her because she lies about everything. But anyway, no, it was just a prank. It was all in fun. But yeah, it was me. And I don't care. I mean, it was just fun. It wasn't.
Oh no, I agree. It's fun. That's
It is absolutely
freaking hilarious. I was not expecting it to be me.
I know you didn't. Like,
just
I'm not really a bad
FYI.
person, Brownie. I'm not a bad person. I'm not like what you guys think I am. You know, I don't know. I understand, I guess, kind of where the opinion came, but like what I would like to see, and maybe it won't happen and maybe it will, but I would just like to see people not be on opposite sides when you kind of have the same goal or you're standing up for the same thing. Okay. That's what I want.
Well, like I said, though, I feel like people, and you know, like you said that you have confronted it, you know, and whatnot. But I think that people see that you know, you guys kind of stuck with her, and then this all came out. But you know, like they didn't know behind the scenes you guys were confronting her. But then, I mean, I get
We
it.
just confronted her for this. The behind the scenes of everything else, we didn't know anything.
Yeah,
to
there's a
even
lot
confront
that
her.
she, like I told you, every mod held a. That's the only thing she was smart about. Only thing I've ever seen her be smart enough about is to use her mods for all different reasons, and then she talks shit about them behind their back to each
Scam
other.
artist.
Yeah. So one's a financial, you know, Pinka did a lot for her that way. And one, you know, at the time that was one of them. For me, it was like, to give her advice to, you know, basically she said it herself. I was like her mental health, you know, I helped her with her mental health, you know, like everybody has a role and she keeps them separate, you know. And that's just the truth. But that girl is not going to make Pinka out to be a liar or me out to be a liar about that epoxy situation, because it did happen.
Oh, I believe it happened. I believe it.
Absolutely happened. And there was an absolute reason that I was not. I never knew about. I never knew about that until after, and I actually like cried a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I was.
It's sad.
Yeah,
like
it
it
really
breaks my heart.
And it's not even accidents happen, but the failure to provide medical treatment just to make sure that that little boy was okay when she will literally call an ambulance for a freaking dry socket. That just I was so, I'm just blown away by that. I really am.
It's sad. It's truly sad because he is such an adorable little boy, and he is smart because look how much he has learned since being in school, and it just breaks my heart. It's so sad.
Little boy. He's a lovable little boy, and I did, like, when he started school, I said, oh, now that you can like do the ABCs with him, because you know you can start counting with him. I was like encouraging her. And you know what she did when I said all that? She just let out this big deep breath. She was like, just like that. And I was like, so I was already out the door, Brownie. What I thought was coming was that she was gonna pull Cam from school, and I was like, I can't, you know, I just, I was gonna be like, you know, there was a moment that we all kind of thought that too. And I wasn't going to stand by for that. And also, I always said if she got pregnant, I couldn't.
She's not. You guys know she's not, right?
Well,
That's an evaporation line.
I know what you're saying, but I don't. Everybody was convinced Allie wasn't pregnant either, you know?
True.
I saw any autism paperwork. All I saw when the stuff that she showed me was basically what you guys saw, where it's like what she told the doctor, right? And I said he needs he as they get older, I do know that those diagnoses can, you know, it can be better, it'll be added or taken away. So I was, you need to find somewhere to get him a updated diagnosis. I said whatever it is, you know, that's going on with him. So, you know, obviously when you go for SSI, she had to do those things. Like she had to do certain things. I don't know. I really don't think that she forged anything. I believe, you know, you can get SSI for delays and learning disabilities and stuff like that. It doesn't, autism isn't the only thing to get it for.
Right.
But with all the things that are coming out now, do you understand that now I'm like, I really hope she didn't forge it.
Do you guys agree, though, that she, like, because I think it's plain as day, she wants something to be wrong with that little boy. Like,
yeah,
she has Munchausen syndrome.
I don't know.
And by proxy, like she does. It's plain as day.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't know.
He is a very smart kid. I don't see autism in him. I think I see like
No, I agree.
Because, for instance, all three of us were on FaceTime with her the other day before all this started going down, and she was sick. And she was sitting on the toilet, and C had the phone, and we kept saying, C, go get mommy water. And he went directly there and got her water, gave her, patted her on the back, was, you know, helping her. And we're like, he is freaking smart.
He is.
Yeah. So I definitely see that she doesn't work with him. And I always said, like I said, I'll tell you something that happened and why I'm concerned about the child. I was going to bring this up earlier. And this is why I kept telling her, like, to please, like, you know, focus on him, you know, go live after he goes to bed, because he didn't get his way over something to do with the tablet. And you know that thing where she has the cereal and the alcohol bottles and all that in her kitchen? Mm-hmm. He pulled that from the wall and knocked it over. Glass and everything went everywhere. Oh, he could have gotten hurt in anger, in a fit.
Yeah.
Hey,
he only wants her attention, and she is so absorbed in her phone 24/7. Like it's heartbreaking to watch. It truly is.
Hey, Angela.
Yeah.
Hey, so I see a bunch of people asking about the Reddit.
Okay.
So I was a mod on the Reddit. I'm not going to say the person's name because you guys are all friends with her. But the reason that the Reddit page has been banned is because she came into our Reddit page posting inappropriate stuff. We asked her to stop. She didn't. She cussed us out. And then she's blasting me all over you guys' TikTok every day. She called me a effing bitch and told me I had a hard on for her.
Is this Gabby?
No, this isn't Gabby.
Oh,
No, I'm talking about a creator, an awareness creator that you guys are friends with.
oh, okay.
She's in y'all's lives every day. But I just want to tell everybody that keeps asking in the comments what happened to the Reddit page.
Oh.
It was banned because of an awareness creator.
Okay.
And the only reason I wanted to say something was because we're on the same page as you guys, you know. We're there for awareness. We don't bash you guys. We don't talk bad about any of y'all. We have the same goal that you guys do.
Yeah.
So I just hope going forward, if a new page does get put up, that we can everybody get along and not cuss out the mods because we're just trying to keep our page from being banned.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse
That makes sense.
that if you or your family
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all. Have a good night.
Okay, you too. One.
Good night. Allergic to it. Stop Ozempic and get medical help right away. Get a lung response.
Oh,
Did you
and
guys
Brownie,
see she was live earlier battling Plaka? Looked so freaking down in the dumps.
Taking Ozempic.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, for you.
yeah.
Please low blood sugar.
But that night, remember she called the police because she, was freaked out about the package or whatever. She got a report number. So don't be surprised if that report number is attached to her evidence with her paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't.
Now,
I'll stand.
If need be, would you guys be willing, like, if we do end up having to go to court, would you guys be willing to, I don't know, testify or give us any sort of evidence that you guys have if you're not comfortable doing so?
Well, let me ask you this, Brownie. Can we stop all the animosity then? Can we do that? Can we just work together? Can we just...
Yeah. I mean, like I said, obviously I felt the way that I did and Waffles and Find Out because we didn't know that, if you guys were helping out with all of this or...
But you,
And are valid. They're definitely valid.
yeah,
Your
but you
feelings
got to
are
understand
valid.
that you guys presented it as if, you know what I mean? Like you kind of had your mind made up. And then you said you didn't want to talk to anybody, and I'm like, damn, I want to talk to Karen. I want to talk to her. Let her, whatever. It doesn't matter if you really want. Anyway, yes. So if you guys try to get blamed for the prank, absolutely, I have no problem. It was just a prank.
And it's not against the law to do that. That's a gag website. There's no harm in it. So,
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious. I wasn't expecting that.
and the thing is, I've told Gabby in the past that I said, I absolutely 100% believe that none of you guys have actually done anything real life to her. I think it's
We
just other
haven't.
people.
I didn't
that are
even
around
know
the
her
scene.
address until she sent that fake C&D or whatever. We went to court with Find Out and I saw court papers, but I didn't pay attention to her address because I didn't care. I wasn't ever intending to touch her real life. It was never going to go that far.
Right.
But I mean, now she has touched not only my real life, but Waffles Find Out, and I'm sure you guys know why it's just us.
I do know why. Like I said, I've been around for a long time, but do you understand that I was scared that what you guys are going through right now, I was scared that was going to happen to me. And I can't lose, my job. I worked too hard.
I understand.
It was originally us being accused of, I think that's where it started. And I think she's just looking for somebody. And I tell you, somebody's in her ear and they're guiding her the wrong way. And it's too late now. It's too late.
You know who it is, and it's because this person is selfish and only cares about herself, and she's using Gabby.
Yes, I believe that. I absolutely believe that completely. I just don't have any proof, I don't have any proof of any of that. I just know, I know her so well, and I was very close to her, and I would never have anything to do with this. I would have been telling her, and if Jess would have came around, I'm just saying, if she would have came around when I was around, I would have done the same thing that Monique did. Remember when that
I don't
one
think
girl,
Jess had anything to do.
Even that one girl that used to be with Danny, and then you remember Allie and all that, they outed him, her boyfriend, I can't remember what her name was. They outed, they ended up finding out all that stuff about her boyfriend.
Wait, are you talking about Allie that mods for Gabby
No,
now?
I'm talking about the other Allie. Remember there was a girl that was like in Danny's lives or whatever, and then
Amanda?
is that who? She had her boyfriend was a
Ghost, and he was like a level 3
Yeah.
RS. Yeah.
She
Oh
let
no,
that
that's
girl
Amanda.
back in. She let that girl back in, and I said, "You gotta no."
What?
No, I said what is she even doing in a box? Like I said, okay, you can have her, but I won't. I'm not having nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
No, and then she ended up getting rid of her. But see, we all like. Do you understand how? I know it doesn't make sense, and you can get caught up in something, but you feel like a lot of us were there because of that little boy, and a lot of us like felt a responsibility to try to protect him. You know, like it's funny to me. She said, you know, like tried to blame all of us for like, and me especially for like ruining her platform or something. But the things like I basically was almost begging her to do about keeping him off and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That was like, that came from me. I'm not, you know, like I always said that. I said, protect your family. There's creators on this app who people don't even know what state they're in. You know, you can do it. You're not paying attention. And like, it's not fair to that little boy. Stop exploiting him, basically. Stop doing that.
She wants to make money off of him.
But
I mean,
you know,
that's all I was pretty much doing, you know?
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
I'm threatening his life, and I could never get a straight answer or proof of how I was doing that.
same thing with
It's out there. But for my supporters or the people that were on my side or now they're not, or if they believe them or they're calling me a liar and all of these things that are going on. Well, let me just tell you something, okay? Please. Let me just tell you something. Believe these psycho mental illnesses, then go right ahead. Please do. Please do. Because when the truth does come out, don't you dare come back in my life and say, please take me back, Gabby. I am so sorry. Because I will not. I already have about 15 to 20 people that I deleted their numbers. I defriended them off of Facebook, and I said, you know what? If you want to ride this train or that train, I'm getting off. Because I'm not staying with that group. Because guess what? I'm not doing nothing wrong. Mind you, I'm not doing anything wrong. But I will never take any of my supporters back if you believe them. Not 1 second will I take any of you back. Not any of you. I'm done. You don't believe me? There's the fucking door. Be gone. If you want to believe them, I don't want to be your friend. And don't you dare come back and say, Gabby, I'm sorry. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you fucking dare. And you better save this as a recording because I swear to God, it will happen. No, I'm not being scary. I'm being for real. Because you know what? I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Because all of my supporters, or the people that like, I thought they were supporting me, said some really fucked up shit. But you know what? For you guys to believe these people and come at me it's mind blown. It's my head is spinning to understand the logic that you guys are believing. I already did. It's insane. It's insane that you guys believe that. But you know what? The truth is, listen, the truth is I need some water. I'm not really feeling so good. All I'm saying is that the truth is eventually going to come out, and when it does, I can't wait. I can't wait till the truth comes out. I can't wait. I can't wait. Just like with the whole butterfly situation. Oh, and yeah, I'm gonna bring that up because, you know what, how fucking dare that most of my supporters believed that I would ever do that to Butterfly. But no, I never did that to Butterfly. I don't even know who Butterfly is. But yet again, I never got a fucking apology. Not once did I ever get a fucking apology. Not once did I say, no one came to me and said, Gabby, I'm sorry for accusing you. I'm sorry for believing that. I'm sorry for no one did. No one did. No one. No one, no one, no one. And yet, was I innocent? Of course I was innocent. Of course I was innocent. No, I'm fine. I am pissed off because it's frustrating. It is frustrating for me. It is frustrating for me. I just came on here because I'm so sick of getting blown up by so many people harassing me, messaging me. I've had it. I have had it. I have had it. It is not fair to me. I have every right to feel like this. I'm gonna get off. I said what I wanted to say.